Back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika in with last week's mid-season finale for If Loving You Is Wrong. Some of y'all told me down in the comments yesterday on the videos I released that you wanted me to come back and do Black Ink Crew. Well, that's uploading, and you wanted to hear my thoughts and opinion on the mid-season finale of If Loving You Is Wrong, and here I am as promised to do so. So this was episode child. I'll let it be down in that description box. I don't know what it was. Shit, I forgot. I didn't even write it down, but I know it's called Chains, Guns, and Automobiles. Okay, we're gonna open up this episode, which, like I said, was the mid-season finale with Larry telling Randall Marcie was pregnant, and Randall trying to get him to repeat that, say it again, but he realized he made a big mistake by revealing that woman's personal information like that, especially since he's representing her in this divorce from Randall. So he backpedaling and pussy popping is basically what he doing, saying that he meant Alex, but Randall don't want to believe that. He said he heard what he heard, and he asked him to confirm it. And when he wouldn't confirm it, he told him, "Get your ass up out of here." Put him out, child. I said, whatever. Now, Randall called Marcy as soon as he put Larry out the house, right? But she see the call, but she sent at the voicemail, so she ain't got time for that. Child, she called, tried to start a car. It wouldn't start, so she called the tow people, and they said it's going to be about 2 hours before they can get there. And she said, okay, I guess if I can't get it no quicker than that, fine, I'll just catch a cab. But they told her they needed her to be there so that they would, she would have the keys to the car, okay? Then she calls Brad, who knocked out sleep, but Alex ain't. She answered that phone. She wanted to talk to Brad. Alex said, "No, you not finna talk to Brad about nothing. I ain't waking him up for this." Marcy said if she catch a cab, she gonna come over there to these folks' house and pull Brad away from Alex. And I said, Lord. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I understand Marcy's upset. I understand why she gives girl the blues, but at the end of the day, I wish they would stop making her look so goddamn desperate on this show, because Marcy looking all kinds of desperate, like she just can't let go. You can't face the fact that you can't expect this man to continue to be available to you for you when he done told you he done returned home to his wife. You can't do nothing but let go, let God, honey. Anyway, child, Alex hung up in her face and she called a cab, said she gonna show her hoe that she mean what she say. Now, you think Larry gone, but no the hell he ain't. He sitting out on the porch, he waiting on a ride. Randall out there telling him to get the hell on off his porch. He's like, I am not finna drive drunk. I'm not finna do that. So Randall go to asking, is Marcy really pregnant? But Larry say he's not going to talk about that. So he say, well, since you won't tell me, I'm gonna go on over there where she is. Larry said, no, you're not, because you just as drunk as I am, and you're not finna go over there. So he take his keys, and next thing you know, they out there in the middle of the damn yard fighting with each other. And unfortunately, Alex ain't sleep. She overhear that and go to look out the window and see them two fools fighting. Larry obviously strong because he got Randall in this damn hole and he can't get out of it. He told him, if you calm down, I'll let you go. He say he gonna let him go. He gonna be calm. Larry let him go and he get up and try to attack Larry all over again. I said, child. But then he notices that Alex is looking at him throughout the window, and he decides to ask her, oh, you want to see something? Child was about to expose himself when she closed that damn window on his ass, letting him know, I ain't trying to get your ass. She got back in the bed with Brad, and Brad kind of woke up a little bit because he heard the commotion and asked what that was. She said, that's Randall out there fighting with some guy. Brad said, oh, well, I hope he gets his ass whooped. I hollered, child. Larry telling him he a fool, and he pushing Larry away, pushing him up against his car, and it was a very awkward fucking few minutes there because it seemed like he lost some aggression. They staring in each other's face like they about to kiss or something, and I said, bitch, I know they not gonna do this here. I know they not gonna do this here. Child, why was they looking at each other eye to eye like they really got a thing for each other? Child, look like he was about to go somewhere with that shit. But he tell him to go home, and Larry told him hell no. Then he looks in Larry's car and see on the front seat he got his bag of sex toys, child. Larry said wishful thinking, child. I didn't know. So they tried, each other at one time at least. It looked like they had a little something with each other once upon a time back in college. But Randall, he done moved on and he don't do that no more. But it looked like old Larry still get down like that. I said, He told Larry to go home, child. Larry went up in his house, told him, hell no, I'm not going no damn home. And he asked him again, was Marcie pregnant? And he said, I ain't never said it, and I told you that. Now, he gone up in the man's house. Then with the scene switches over to Esperanza, she laying in bed looking at pictures of Stevens shirtless, trying not to be attracted, but she already is. She realized we'll pick up the damn phone and call the man on back over there so they could finish the damn job because clearly they was about to get it in. Now they saying that they had sex, but we all know that we didn't see no sex going on. We saw a bunch of groping and kissing, but if they want to say it was sex, all right, then we're gonna roll with that. But we know what we seen, and in this moment, it looked like she need to go on and call him because she looked like she need him right about now, to give her something she could feel. Now, Kelly called Natalie looking for Lucian because she hears something in her backyard and she's scared. Now Lucian ain't there, so Natalie say she gonna come over there, but she go over there with her gun. She go up in the back of Kelly's house and she scared shitless too. But it almost shot Eddie ass because he got his homeless ass in the backyard of Alex and them house, but it sounded like it was in the back of Kelly's house. Natalie was about to shoot his ass, like I said. She asked him what he doing back there. He said minding his own goddamn business. Y'all know Eddie don't have no chill on how he talk to people. He do not give a damn. They take it. He told her to take her ass back up in the house, and you know what? She did exactly that. She go up in there and tell her it was on the Eddie, but she gave her that gun and told her use it if Travis come near you. Now Natalie convinced her to take the gun because she didn't really want to take it. I said, girl, I hope that this gun, you say this your gun, and I hope it's clean, because if you bought it from your home girl, it's a chance that this gun is just as dirty as the other one that she sold to Kelly. I hope it's clean, child. I still think that our home girl was in cahoots with Travis some kind of way. That's the only way that Natalie would have Kelly could have wound up with a gun that was stolen from Ramsey's house. It's that Travis somehow is involved in this situation. But we gonna see how the shit gonna play out in the end. Now back over to Alex and Brad. They hear this noise in their backyard. Brad go to see. It's Eddie back there trying to lay on the lawn chair, child. Trying to sleep. He said he ain't got nowhere to go. Brad said he gave him his credit card. That fool said, but by the time I made it to the hotel, it had reached its limit. Brad said, but it was a $5,000 limit on that card. And I said, I need some white friends. I need some white friends. If you can get a $5,000 credit card from your friend with $5,000 on it, and they just give it to you all willy nilly like that, bitch, I need them kind of friends. I need me some white friends. You already know why Eddie reached that limit any damn way. You know he likes the white girl. Anyway, Brad gave him a pillow and a blanket after he begged for it, and back inside he tell Alex that his ass in the backyard till morning, and Alice wasn't really feeling it, but Brad want to help him out. He said he hoping he can change. She said you gonna be waiting forever for that. Then it's a knock at the door. These people just can't fucking go to bed, okay? According to Marcie, who's at the door, there was sugar in her tank, and she wants to borrow Brad's car. He said okay to that. She said she got boxes in her car and early morning meetings. And I agreed with Alex. You can't rent a car. But she said she ain't going into the city, so she can't rent no car. And Brad is always trying to be Mr. Super Saver, nice, Super Saver hoe, nice guy to this girl. He gonna ask her do she need some help with the damn boxes being transferred from her vehicle to his vehicle, because he ain't gonna need his car the next day, so he gonna loan her his car. I said, that is crazy. She, of course, took advantage of that and said she did needed help. So he got to put on shoes, and they gave Marcie time to tell Alice Brad gonna always rescue her. Now I don't like Alex, but Marcy, you doing the absolute most, okay? Alex said soon as Brad leave with her, she going right next door and tell Randall that Marcy is pregnant with his child, and she said I'll be screwing Brad by the time you tell him that. She said when she slept with Brad, she made sure that he would always remember her. Mm. But girl, he ain't choose you. That's what my point is. You see what I'm saying? He ain't choose you. Now Alice ain't right. She was wrong. She slept with your husband back there in that shed for almost a year, while conceiving and having his child. That broke your heart because that's all you wanted was to get pregnant. But at the end of the day, Brad chose to go home. And whether we like it or not, that's his right. And you gonna have to stop trying to get payback by coming and trying to interrupt their life because he ain't willing to leave this girl alone for you. Okay? He chose his wife. That's all I can say. Shit. Now they ready to leave, and Alex say she gonna wait up for him. Brad told her she didn't have to, but she said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be waiting up," and I totally agree. I don't see it for Alex, but at the same time, the man made his decision. If he wants to go back and that's what he want to do, then it would be wise for Marcy to move on with her life. Now, Lucian go over to Kelly house to tell her that they had to let Travis go because they didn't have no evidence to keep his ass up in that jail. She upset, talking about so he can ruin my life. Kelly feels Travis gonna wind up killing her before the cops able to help her, and Lucian is trying to reassure her that they ain't even gonna happen, honey. He trying to reassure her that they gonna get Travis. It's just he can't give you no time frame on when the shit gonna happen, but it's gonna happen, okay? He tell her to put the alarm on and lock the door, and she gone on and do that. So I was wondering in that moment why he ain't tell her that Ian can't represent her no more and why. Sometimes the writing on this show is just absolutely exhausting. Don't you think that's something she would need to know, that she no longer has legal representation because the person you found for her works for Travis' family? Bitch. When he makes it home, Natalie up and she tells him why she up. That Kelly called and thought somebody was in her backyard, but it was actually Eddie in the backyard of Alex and Brad's house. And Lucian kind of understood that because he said the police tore up Eddie's place when they did that search warrant. When they thought they finna lock his ass up, they tore his place up, so he ain't surprised by that. She also told him that she gave Kelly her gun, and Lucian was about to go get it when she pleaded with him not to because when she got that gun from Kelly, to Kelly, it seemed like Kelly calmed down some, and he said, "All right, I'm gonna let it ride tonight, but I'm gonna get that shit in the morning because we not gonna have this problem." She talking about the gun is clean. He said, "Still, she don't need to have that. That ain't nothing but a potential problem for her." Now, back at Randall, he and Larry in the backyard, he wanted to see the infamous shed where Randall was sleeping with his neighbor wife for so long. Child, they back there talking, then they get to drinking, and then we find out that Larry and his wife is into bondage and all of that, and Eddie is back there in Brad's backyard, so he's able to hear all the shit they talking about. Larry saying he basically want to do something more, than just sit there and chit chat with Randall, and he made sure that he made Randall understand that he was talking about doing more with him right then. Eddie interrupted shit because he didn't heard enough, and he gotta have his little moment where he throw it all up in their face where he didn't heard and call them out their names and stuff like that. They invited him over for drinks. He said no, but Randall said, "Come on over." Apparently, they did this same thing to somebody named Michael back in the day, and I don't know what they gonna do at this moment. But I was like, "Child, what y'all plan on doing with damn Randall of all people?" I mean, with Eddie. But, child, they was laughing about it. And Eddie was stupid enough to bring his ass over there. He over there drinking in the backyard with him. Now Larry admitted that he did want to do some things with Randall, but Randall's not into it. Then it explains who he is and that Brad is his best friend and Alex is his cousin. And Larry told Eddie his wife and him share everything, so it does not bother me that I just you heard what we talked about here. He also let him know I already know who you are because see, this is what Eddie told him. Remember when Randall wanted to sue Eddie after they had that incident up there at the with Rust in him? Well, Eddie had done background on him, the lawyer, and he knows that he got a wife and kids and all of that stuff like that. And he said it was wise that Randall let that lawsuit go, right? He also started complaining about the level of drinking that they was doing. He wanted something better, so Larry go off on the inside to get something better for them to drink. And while he gone, Randall and Eddie is exchanging digs at each other, child, basically. He asking Eddie asking him, "You still want that hoe next door, my cousin?" No, that's old news. I think I got my sights on somebody else. And he said Esperanza. He said, well, that would be cool. But see, she don't do your kind. She don't do blacks. I said, this racist motherfucker. Child, next thing we know, Larry come up behind Eddie and place a bag over his damn face, honey, and they drag his ass inside and we ain't see nothing else of him. Now Brad and Marcie make it to her car. And he realized these boxes ain't full and heavy. These boxes are damn near empty, and she admits she did it on purpose, and he not feeling that. She's talking about he got to help her get over him. So he asked her straight up, did you flatten your tire the other day when you called me? She said no. Well, did you put sugar in your tank? She said no. She said Randall did it. He said, well, you need to call the cops. She said, how with no proof? He said, well, look, I don't know what to tell you basically, but you need to do something. He told her he can't be there for her, like that. And she can't keep calling his house like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he with Alex now and it is what it is. She's saying Randall not going to allow them to be at peace at that house. And he said, well, we going to try anyway. He did tell her about some of the stunts that Randall done pulled, such as the spotlight into their bedroom and the sensor light directed at their porch and things like that. But at the end of the day, he suggested that she may possibly need to go back to Randall because in the book of his mind, she loves him. That's when Alex called and he said he was headed back to her momentarily. And Mars said, you hear what this man is saying. It ain't going to work with you and him. Let it go. Let it go. Last scene of the night takes us over back to Kelly's house, and child, we see Travis. He's scaling the side of this woman's house and went and touched her electric box. I guess he called himself turning something off in the house. But see, Kelly overheard the shit. So when she walks up to the window, she see him trying to pry her window open. She wasn't scared. He said, you don't look scared. She said, I'm not. He asked could he come in. She told him, come on in. So when he come in, he kind of surprised she letting him in. But why he turned around and started locking up her door, putting all the chain and all of this stuff on there. So she played his ass like a fiddle. And I knew at that moment she was going to do something to his ass. She telling him that she wanted him. She miss him. And she want to do what they do best. And she want to do it right there because they can't go in the bedroom because it's too close to justice. She don't want to wake him up. Child, this fool actually fell for this shit and was about to start taking his clothes off, talking about she want to see his sexy body. Baby, next thing you know, she come from behind her back with that gun that Natalie gave her and gave him 3 good ones to the chest, and he laid out there. And I hope he dead to her flow by the time this show comes back on, because I'm just about sick of him. He is too invincible to not be important to this cast, as he really ain't here, okay? But that was pretty much it in all of the mid-season finale of If Loving You Is Wrong. If I happen to leave anything out you feel is pertinent, please put it down in the panic section and the discussion can continue there. Remember, the depth of your struggle will always determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share the video. And I will see you guys back Wednesday. Black Ink Crew, I think. I don't think nothing else come on that I review tonight. Peace.